Masala Radio.
Good Masala mornings, 98.7 Masala Radio, and it's awesome to have an update, Fort Bend County update by Judge K.P. George. He's on the radio this morning, and Judge and the entire team and entire staff working really hard. And good morning, Judge. Thank you for all the good work that you're doing in these tough times.
Thank you. Good morning. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you really well, and we're all curious. We're all want to know about today. Today is a day that we see, or this weekend we saw other states opening up, and today I hear about Harris County, certain non-essential businesses opening up. What's our status in Fort Bend?
Okay. First of all, let me talk to you where we stand as of today. And so, as of this morning, we have 957 confirmed cases. We did, at the county side, we did around close to 2,500 tests so far.
Okay.
And then there are partners like Oak Bend Medical Center and other partners in the county doing tests. We don't have the number of tests they performed, and also we have 22 deaths as of today, and sadly. But I believe the way these last few days, these numbers are not going up exponentially. It is going up, as we always mentioned. We expected that.
Yeah.
We expected to go up. And also, another good news is this morning we opened up Smart Financial Center because it was managed to buy another partner, and as of this morning we opened up the Smart Financial testing site. It is a county testing site, so you could go there, but I again encourage people to call first and get a ID number, unique ID number, and then go because they won't take you if you just show up. It is not a drive-through. It is more like a drive-through, but
you need to call in. You kind of need to you kind of need to have an appointment, and you need to have that number. So okay,
it's actually, the reason is we do that to respect our people, our citizens, because what happened is if let's say if we have 200 tests, if 500 people showed up, that's what happened in the past, and they all have to go home. But if they have an appointment, they're guaranteed to be in.
I see.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, makes sense. So if you have an appointment, you will get the test, and you will get it. And Shruti is trying to go on our Fort Bend County website to get that number.
FBCHealth.org. If you go there and you will see the number, you will see all the. It is not even a major process. You call them and communicate with them. And also, we mentioned in Fort Bend County, anybody who wanted to get a test done, they could get it done. And whether you are symptomatic or asymptomatic, and if you feel like you wanted to get a test done, you can get it done.
You can get it done. Okay.
Turnaround time is around 2 days, and they will give you the result. And as a matter of fact, last week, when I tell people go do the test, I should do it myself, lead by example. So I did get tested last week, I think Wednesday or Thursday, and I got the result also. And I was negative.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's good to hear that you got it done, and it's good to hear that you are negative.
No, but
it's good. It's good.
The other side of it, when I was not afraid. If I was positive, I was thinking my staff never let me go. This is a joke, by the way. I mean, don't take it seriously. My staff never let me go, but if I have COVID, they cannot call me every time and come to the office and go here and go there. I could stay home a little more peaceful, but...
well, we need you. Judge, we need you right now. We need some decisive leaders. And we need everybody. There are leaders that will follow, and there are leaders that will do what's right for their people. It may not be right for somebody else, but in my town, in my county, this is what's right for me. So when Harris County issued this mandate of mandatory masks, I was talking to a judge and he says, you know what, I'll let you say why you, tell me what was your thought process when you said I'm not going to make it mandatory?
Simply because even though we are issuing these things, and there's a lot of thought process go behind it. And I heard some people talking about, oh, what is the big deal? He's cutting and pasting from Harris County, and so, yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but there were some people saying, what is the big deal? He cut and paste from Harris County, so what is the big deal?
I mean, okay, I mean, to give it some legitimacy, there are people doing the right thing. Harris County is doing the right thing. There is nothing wrong in seeing what other larger counties is doing and what is best practices and what should I follow. Yet at the same time, a decisive leader also judges and also sees my people, and they are slightly different. My people, my conditions, my environment slightly different from other places. And even though I'm going to look at them, but I'll do what's right for me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And even when what happened is, of course, I just want people to know that we consult with our regional partners, especially Lena Hidalgo, Harris County Judge, and Houston Mayor Sylvester Stallner. We are always consulting with them, and also I called Lena when she made that decision, and I said, Lena, I'm not going to make that decision because our county is a little bit different, and I have to do what is I feel appropriate for the county I am in charge of. And so one of the reason I decided this way because I realized our citizens, most part, our citizens behaved very responsibly during my order. And I'm very proud of that. And here and there, a few people, some rowdies out there, but they behaved very responsibly. And like I said, I don't know anyone looked at. We issued strict guidelines. Means I'm not saying don't wear mask. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want to tell you, hey, go put the mask on, otherwise you're going to get fined $1,000. No, I don't believe in that. And even when we issued the order, and my directive to our law enforcement always was, have a conversation with them. If they're not following, just have a conversation with them. What we are doing is simply to protect them, protect everybody. I mean, it is not, we like to police people.
You don't want to scare people now. This is Corona, boss, and it's, already I'm fearing disease. Now I'm fearing somebody else touching me and somebody else coughing, and then I'm fearing my job loss. And the next thing you know, I don't have a mask. I need to go buy a mask, and somebody's gonna stop me and give me $1,000 ticket.
Yeah. No. That's the last thing I wanted to do, and I believe in our citizens' behavior, and I have seen, like I said, I'm repeating, and they did a good job with our order, and I have to be respectful, and I wanted to be mindful, because it's not about policing somebody. It is about they also wanted to know we are doing all this stuff to protect them and their family, people around them. So answer your question, that was a thought process, and I consulted with our leaders, our HHS director, OEM coordinator, you name it, and they all kind of agreed with me, and that's why we issued strong guidelines. And I think one of the things people need to understand, as we open up little by little, people who are sitting inside the home, they wanted to get out, and people are going to be coming out. And so make sure you are in public, you wear a mask. And also, I highly encourage people go shopping. People who are touching, the shopping carts and material sitting there. You wanted to buy. You have no idea who touched it. You have no idea. I encourage them to wear gloves when they go to shopping and any places you go touching something, and also dispose that as soon as you come into your car. And also, I wanted to say, don't throw it in the parking lot. I have seen. Sunil, I'm not joking. I have seen when I went
don't throw in the parking lot.
I saw because as soon as you put your card away,
Yeah.
and they removed it and threw it wherever they were standing. And come on, I mean, you got to be more responsible.
Yeah,
But
be
I'm
more
just saying, I
responsible.
personally saw it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And also, I'm very proud to say that I was at, we met at Costco
Yes.
last Saturday, I think.
Yeah, I
And
was.
so, yeah, very proud to say that, almost 95 to 97% of the people were wearing masks there.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud to see that. I mean, people are following through. And also why we do this. And because we wanted to save our vulnerable population. We wanted to save our immune compromised people, and we wanted to make sure everybody is protected and saved. And bottom line is, it's one thing. It is about saving lives. And so go ahead if you have any further questions.
Yeah, I was. So I some of the stores are going to be opening up around Harris County. What about Are there any non-essential businesses that are going to open up? When is our mandate expiring? The one that you had signed. When does that expire? And
that's going to expire April 30th. That is, I believe it is Thursday.
Okay, I see. So it's this
I
Thursday.
don't know, 30th.
Yeah.
30th or Friday. I don't know. I'm just. Oh yeah, 30th. So Friday.
Thursday. Yeah.
It expire, and any mandate moving forward is only geared towards face-by-face opening, and we talk about it. And one thing, I don't have an issue of these details today because we are expecting announcements from governor today, and when governor come and say something, we have to follow.
We have to follow it. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And so I don't want to create something and then he come and say something else. So we are actually staying put to listen to what he is saying, but at the same time, I have noticed even when governor said the faith organization can go back, but our Fort Bend County churches and temple and mosque and all those people, they stayed back and they followed our instructions. And so we are very unique, and we are very we are following through. But another thing I just want Fort Bend residents to know, especially your listeners, Sunil, we are not. I don't think any one of us is hungry. Like for example, you don't know where the food is going to come for this evening.
Yeah.
I mean, but there are people in Fort Bend County have that problem. Okay,
Yeah.
and there are people are going to be kicked out of their rental.
Unfortunately, yes, and I do know some businesses. There are some friends of mine, there's some sponsors of mine that are shut down right now, that might even be shut down sometime in May, and they're not able to pay the rent, and their landlord is not doing anything about it. The landlord is saying, no, you need to pay me the rent, or I'm gonna lock you up.
Yeah, but I don't think that is what they should be doing at this point. And I don't know, we have, I have to find out exact guidelines and things of that nature, but I don't think any landlord saying, oh, if you don't pay your rent, I'm going to shut you down, because, you're not going to get your rent to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then why you want it, if you don't understand, this is not something intentional. This is just, it's a worldwide issue.
The guy is not in business. His store is closed. He's not able to make money, and he's been a good client. Give him add 2 months at the end of his lease, and just give him this 2-month break right now.
Yeah, and I think absolutely you have to. 1 second. Hey, those.
They're supposed to be here at 10.
Okay.
I'm going to run in. I left my phone inside.
Beautiful. Thank you. Sorry about that. So what I will do is, I'm just saying, those landlords, I think it is time for them to work with them. I mean, there is no question about it.
It is very much so. And KP George is urging every landlord in Fort Bend County to work with your people. So on the 1st of May, if the governor says, okay, we're going to open up nail salons and spas, would you be okay with that?
I'm not okay with that.
Well, you're not okay with that?
No.
Oh.
No. Because that is personal contact.
I see.
anything personal contact, I'm not okay with that. And we are getting, and also those who are listening to you, our Muslim brothers and sisters, they started their Ramadan.
Ramadan started. Yes.
Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak to them. And you know what? This time around, it is going to be very different. Ramadan is all about getting together and socializing after the fasting. And this time they will be doing very different. And that is another question I had. There are numerous organizations coming from Muslim community. They booked big halls and places like that to celebrate their, Ramadan at the end of or even iftar, some cases. Answer my question, we are not there yet. We are not there.
So what if you had to give me an idea what businesses you would be okay with once the mandate expires? What businesses would you be okay with in phase 1 to open?
Anything curbside. Like for example, there is no personal contact, curbside, which include maybe dry cleaning. Like you could drop off your dry clean and at the outside, and they could take it, and the evening come, they could give it to you. You don't have to go inside. And you see the thing about it is people going inside is not about just those people. Think about the people who work there. We don't want them getting, So, I feel comfortable. This is not an order. This is not a guideline. I'm personally talking. I feel comfortable if they are operating curbside for time being, and maybe that is for a week. And what happens is every day passes, we get a better understanding where we stand.
Right.
Because we have more testing available.
But you don't see the mandate. You don't see at first. A couple of weeks ago, you were saying, it may be that I might sign another week or 2 weeks. You don't foresee that happening, or it's still up in the air?
We are just watching it very closely. That's why I said what governor says is so important.
Right.
And I just want to make sure. I'm not saying something because we do. I mean, when I say something, understand, behind the scene action, and anything we put together, it got to be run by county attorney. It got to be run by,
of course,
number of our department, and the Office of Emergency Management, HHS, and our purchasing. There are so many departments have to go through, and it's not that easy. I could just write something and say, here is the order.
And that's how it should be done. That's how it should. I mean, you are the elected, you are the top elected official, and people have elected you, so you are the judge. But it's like President Trump. He's got to get, he's elected, but he still has to go to his people that give him the recommendations,
absolutely.
He's got to talk to Fauci, and he's got to talk to everybody, and that's what a leader should do. But personal thought, if you were to, what do you feel? Do you feel this shelter in place should be or should not be extended? Your personal thought.
See, at this time, I think I'm okay to have certain relaxation into this.
Wow, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
And I see. I mean, again, that is my personal thought. And there are so many other thoughts go into it. So because, the reason is, Sunil, I have to be careful what I say. If those who are listening, your listeners could say, Fort Wayne County Judge said it is okay to go back. So, that is the last.
What he's saying right now, we got a mandate until the 30th, and he will decide after consulting from everybody else, what should we do? What is a go-forward plan? And of course, what the governor says supersedes. If the governor says we're gonna do this, then we're gonna have to do that. But also, we in Fort Bend, we're smart. We're educated. We wanna preserve our health and our families. So certain things we can do that even goes above and beyond what the governor says, and Judge KP George will guide us in those things. And
I wanted to add there, we came this far. This is almost 6 weeks, a little over 6 weeks. We have been exercising or practicing this. And you know what? Be patient. And we came this far. And I always believe in everything get to pass.
Yeah, this too will
everything get to pass. And you know what? You watch 6 months from now, 9 months from now, maybe a year from now, Fort Bend County is going to be even better than it was before because what is Fort Bend County? Fort Bend County is the people. The people make up Fort Bend County. It's not one person. It's not Sunil make Fort Bend County or KP George make Fort Bend County. 820,000 people. Those 820,000 people are Fort Bend County. And collectively what we do is make all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. And so also I wanted to let you guys know that still there is a lot of discussion is not happening because still the census is up and running.
Yeah, that's true.
It is important. Yeah, it is important you send out that information. They send it to you, an online identification number. You could go online and do that, or you could request for an ID number, or you could, I'm sure you might have gotten some mails already. And so please, and also I just wanted to say that we are number 2 as far as response is concerned in state of Texas.
Oh, really? Fort Bend, number 2?
Yeah. Number 2, and also number 1 is only a 40,000 people county. It's a much smaller county. Comparing that, Fort Bend County is number 2 with 820,000 people.
We're in such good shape, and we got such good leadership. And KP George, a humble guy from humble beginnings, now leads a county of 820,000 people. And I see him at Costco. He's wearing gloves. He's wearing masks, doing just doing what he's saying to do.
Practicing what he preaches.
Thank you, Shruti. Practicing what he preaches. We got good leadership.
Absolutely.
And I'm just so proud that he's from our community, from India, from Kerala, but he communicates and he takes everybody's opinion and he does what's right for the people, not just what's right for him. Sir, last thought. You were talking about slowly opening up. When in May do you think dine-in would be allowed, and when would small events be allowed? People are stuck. We cannot go to events.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's going to be possibly let's say if we have 4 phases, that's going to be the 3rd or 4th phase because anything personal contact is we need to avoid as long as we can, because when you are in a store, you're doing nails, you're doing haircutting.
Yeah, the personal contact.
You have no idea whose hair you're cutting, whose nail you're doing, and when you get it, you will give it to other people, and I think that is something we have to be careful about. But and I promise, I just want our citizens to know that I don't believe in locking people in, or I don't believe in taking away their freedom, and I don't believe in.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why my decision was about the mask.
That was a good decision, Judge. It was a good decision to not make it mandatory. And to also say, he said, I highly recommend it. He himself was wearing it. I met him at Costco. He was wearing a mask himself. And he said, I think we should wear a mask, but I'm not going to make it mandatory. I'm not going to have people think about the fees and the fine and somebody stopping me. And you don't want that additional stress. You don't want that one more stress to have. And our judge does not copy paste, okay? Our judge does not cut and paste.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, he does what's right for the people. He doesn't just, of course you gotta look at what other people are doing, and you gotta the best practices, but still we have our own mind and we have our own judge and our own leader. So phase 3, phase 4 is when? Sometime you think in May or June?
It could be 2nd, 3rd, 4th weeks. I have to be very careful about what I say.
Of course,
and I'm honestly, I love to, if I can, we all go back to normal life by the end of May, and just we have a wonderful summer.
That would be great.
I'd love to. That's my prayer. Every day I pray to God. That's what I'm praying right now. And so, because I don't like this, I cannot go to gym. I cannot do any of that stuff.
I miss my gym. Judge, I miss my gym. I miss my pool. I miss my steam room. I miss my gym. But you know what?
We got to do what's right. We are alive. Sunil, but we are alive.
We're alive. We are alive, yes.
We have a lot to be grateful for.
We do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
Thank
do.
God for that. So let me do this, and I appreciate the time, and I appreciate this opportunity to talk to you, and also understand. Anyone wanted to know something or any question or concern, reach out to me or my office or fpchealth.org. Just communicate, stay engaged, and learn what is going on. Understand. Please don't get this information from all the garbage circulate on WhatsApp and all that stuff.
I'm still
everybody is
laughing.
an expert.
I'm still laughing about cut and paste.
So, don't get information from the reliable sources.
Yes.
Fort Bend County's website provide information. Wherever we post is secure. It is vetted very well, and so we don't put out any gossip or this or that. So get information from reliable sources, and let's be safe, and we will prevail. There is no question in my mind about it. It is only maybe another couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks the most. And we came this far. Be patient, and we will get back.
God bless.
Absolutely.
KP George, very proud of you, sir. And thank you for regularly communicating to our people. They feel very good. They now know. They know Judge is going to be on the radio, and he's going to talk about, and sometimes he says things that he would like. So, we cannot say everything that he says as, this is what he says is going to happen until he signs a mandate. He's just thinking out loud.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, take care.
Thank you so much.
Masala.